I owe Christy an apology, I think, for my live the other day, but it seemed like she was being she didn't want to answer questions, but my questions, I would later go on in our conversations and explain to her that, yeah, I followed the billboard and everything because of all the deception, but I was not part of the billboard, and that I really didn't need her receipts for it, but I'd be willing to help her if she would reach out to Skeleton's sister, okay? If I wouldn't have brought it out and somebody else would have brought it out and they would have seen that photo, it would have been everywhere. Oh my God, that's Scott. At least this way I put myself in a position where I was able to reach out through somebody else, third party, to get some sort of answer so that we can move on. Damn it, I had mute on. And then I didn't. I hit the wrong button. All right. Lady R, your little teeny tiny clips are not a whole live. You get on there and you try to persuade people to believe something with a 20-second clip that is extremely edited. Please go play the whole live. If she played the whole live for you, hi Tic Tac, you all would find out that the third party I found it out from was Christy, Ziggy's best friend, paying for all the Airbnbs and sending her money and paying her bills. Isn't she a doctor's wife? Pill mill comes to mind, maybe speculating. Connections. Like, do you really fucking think that people are going to sit there? I don't give a fuck that I blame Scott. Scott knows that. I've said it. I've admitted to it. I reached out to the Scott Hunt's child and spoke to them. So please go show every live that went on during all of that and then ask Scott to come grab a fucking link. Skeleton is in jail right now because of me and his violations. So if you think you're showing something, you're really fucking not. It's stupid. It's nothing I won't fucking contest to, that I won't admit that I fucking did. I have several times. Please go show the many, 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 many lives. Okay, you Nat? Because that's exactly what you and fucking Heather are. You're gnats. Where's the coleslaw with the fly swatter or whatever? Them bitches need swatted. Like, I'm not even playing for the next fucking 10 days. Again, because they want to insert themselves in some business that doesn't belong to them, right? Or does it? They're going to be in their fucking community post with hate crystal shit. Do you understand you're their cleanup crew? Or you're a part of it? I really, really, really want everything. And I'm going to go search for clips and all kinds of shit. Channels that ain't here no more, that disappeared. Do you know how many times I have found shit like that? I'm going to go search for everything. Remember the thing I showed you where I don't belong here, I should kill myself, I shouldn't be here, Lady or Robin? Do you remember that? Dummy. You're so fucking dumb. You both are dumb. You want to know why Heather's going to fucking school to be a law thing? So that she can learn how to fucking pass the crooked laws.
how she can learn how to bypass them and what the loopholes are. Don't you think? I do. Coleslaw is the worst. Something with the fly swatter. We need that person to come in here and swat the fuck out of them. Just swat them around. Don't even like unalive them at first. Just like bat, 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 bat. Watch them suffer. Because that's what the fuck I'm about to do, bitches. All right. They got my little bit of tiny attention. That will be it. I gave it to them. I've done really good ignoring them the last month or so, right? That's going to continue after this. You got it, you gnats. Okay? Go fill your fucking community posts up. I don't care. You look stupid. Stupid as fuck. Just know that. And your shit don't even make sense when you show it. Never. Never has. Never will. Just like when you accused me of accusing Heather of being a whole other fucking person, right? Because y'all are so fucking smart. Y'all are dumb as fuck, yo. For real. All right, so now what we're going to do is go find some Benny. Hold on, I got to close all these tabs out. Fucking dumbasses. They are. They're like roaches, dude. They don't go away. I've watched them do it to so many fucking people. And all people do is laugh at them. Like, I see all the chats where people are like, what the fuck is this shit? Two nagging ass rats. Nah. Gnats. Okay, hold on. I know I got his channel bookmarked somewhere. And then I gotta grab coffee and water. I only came live now because they needed my attention. I was gonna wait about 15 more minutes, but so you guys are gonna have to bear with me. Right now I gotta find Benny's fucking channel. I got a couple of them. Any of them's good, really. Here, we'll go to Blood Money. Actually, I don't. Is this the channel I was going over? I don't think it is. That's too far. I really should watch his cash burn and shit one day. All of it. The Good Doctor. Let me check the date on this. I don't think he covered Summer here. Hold on, wait. Because he wasn't on Summer's case right at the beginning, I don't think. Well, maybe June.
Trinity. Good to see you, yo. But it is just Monday afternoon. And already with the cop calling and the CPS calling and stuff, man. Like, what the hell?
Yeah, I think that's the Garnin case. Hold on. We're going to go back. But that was a good example of how it continued, right? Just the first 2 seconds. What the fuck ever. Whew, these people. Where was we? Okay, this is the first one with Summer Will's name, and it says, Somebody Say Money. Might be a good one to watch. Let's check it out. And I actually think this might have been the channel I was going over. I don't fucking know. Here, I went over all of them.
Chingawe! I ain't got nothing nice to say. Man, you ever just, I'm gonna say a little something. You already know. You ever just see a group of humans doing some shit? From the outside looking in, you're like, why the fuck? Why the fuck would anyone want to do that? That's one thing. You ever seen a group of humans doing some shit and wished you were a dog? Hey, Miss Coffee. Man, I wish I was a dog. I wish I was a butterfly. I wish I was a ladybug. I wish I was a sparrow. I wish I was a chipmunk. Anything other than being genetically related and being upright and bipedal. I want nothing to do with any of these people, man. I want nothing to do with them. You know, I don't know. It's a hard situation because you know you got, you know what, I bet I got a beep in here and everybody's going to say, you got a beep on your phone. Hold up, man. Hold up, Mike. There we go. It's a tough situation because, you know, out there in Hopkins County,
Listen, as it stands today, my thoughts remain Benny's crooked as fuck, but he sucked at it. In the other case, he got into fights with everybody. The Doug shit and all that continues. They all came from that A1 community. I've seen Benny cry. And I've seen Benny with a good heart say the shit they do over there wasn't correct at the same time too, which is what I don't know much about that case, but I think that's what pushed him to Monica. And I think when that went south and Summer's case picked up, he decided if you can't beat him, join him when he joined Tiffany. And I don't think Tiffany has much to do with it. I think she did the candle shit and she fucked around with Molly and Laura and all them. However, I don't have so much faith in AB, and I have a feeling that that's why Tiffany left AB's side and fucking bands together like bandits with fucking Benny. That's just an opinion I have. I truly believe that both of them are somewhat innocent, but somewhat guilty in some money shit. Benny more so than Tiffany. That's just my thought. They're welcome to come up here and take a link and tell the truth. Yeah, a drug-induced story. I don't know what the situation is, but I have been like where I see Benny try to be a good guy, but then you see him like, no, like for instance, bringing the whole Tim Mullen phone call out to me, and I could be 100% wrong. He could come out here and laugh at me, do whatever. But to me, it felt like he was trying to say something more that he can't. I think Benny got his ass too fucking far in with Penny, in my opinion. I made you hungry for pizza. I only ate one piece and my daughter ate one piece. She was yelling at me. She's like, that's one piece. She's Googling it. One piece is 100 calories. I'm like, fuck, I'm fat. Let me eat the fucking pizza, bitch. I love you. Oh, it's 2:18 a.m. here. All right. But I don't know if what I just said makes any sense. That's just my thoughts on it. I don't know. Here's a link if anybody wants to come up here and dispute me or say, no, bitch, you're fucking wrong and tell the truth. I give everybody an opportunity to come up and tell us what it is if they want to answer. Even fucking Tiffany. But I truly don't believe that they meant to get them two selves and fuck involved in some shit. But they did. Oh, yeah. 100%. Always about the money. I just don't think they're as involved as some others. I think they're dumbasses. Truth. Okay. You know, like them criminals that tell on themselves, the ones that fuck it up. Kind of like Ziggy. But only I feel like Ziggy's farther in. It's the psychic shit, man. And for me, that would include Cher a little bit too. Actually, quite a lot. But I'm not going to go there with Cher. They'll figure her out. Jody and everybody else does enough of that. I cover enough people. We'll let Benny come out and tell everything. If he wants. We'll see what kind of guy he is when he comes back.
You know, these folks were not social media giants. This is, I guess, a talk about why social media is so dangerous. I had a visit today, and I'm not going to talk about it. I'll just tell you I had a visit today from the folks. Let me tell you this, and understand it when I tell you that the level that this thing has gotten to is absolutely putrid. It's filthy. There's just no way. You ever seen a third group of humans doing some shit that you know they can never come back from? Hey, Lulu, you watch a bunch of humans do shit that you know they can never come back.
If someone can send me the court thing, I'd appreciate it. Tic Tac. I don't remember the date. I looked at it quite a while ago. I know it's January 20-something. So it's any day. We're on the 23rd. And it has to be a Monday through a Friday. So what does that leave us? A whole other week almost. No. By the 29th. If he doesn't come on, we know he can't. Or he doesn't want to. I don't know. If he does come on and wants to answer things, it might help him clear his character up a little bit. I ain't never been scared of the dude, and I ain't gonna begin to be now, and I will let you know I'm 100 fucking steps ahead of you, and I will pull cards, motherfucker. Please know. I've had enough of your shit. So you can come out here and you can be a decent person, or you can come out here and we can battle. We can go toe for toe. I ain't a bitch, never been one. I might get a little stressed out and some anxiety and a little bit of crazy going on, but I ain't a bitch and I'll fucking go down crying. Let me tell you that. Right. Okay. Let's just put this on. I'm going to step away so I quit interrupting. I have such a habit. I have so many thoughts.
And I don't even know anymore. Right? But let me get back to the social media and why it's so dangerous. Oh, am I? Cool.
He didn't lose rights to his channel. His channel never disappeared. We have the channels. He might have lost the rights to the one that's in Penny's name, but he never lost his channel. He lied to y'all. Somebody unlocked it for me. I'm going to assume it was Benny or his ex. Diana was in my chat saying, I know who. Remember that? I'm just saying, he never lost his channel. It's there. It was on lockdown. It was private. His channel was never taken from him. He's allowed to come back to YouTube if the judge says so. Okay.
I think there was some changes, right? The people came, man, they came. But anyways, so you got Don, and you got Candy, and you got all these other people who've never been popular online, right? That's the issue here. Is it's the magnetic draw, whether it be negative or positive. It's a draw that comes from the social media, right? Now, I don't know whether or not Don and Candace know that what they're doing is actually feeding into the inferno that's now nipping at the heels of what remains of their family. I don't know if they know that or not. If they do, then I would have to ask the question to them, like, man, are you in love with this shit?
All his channels are there. He didn't lose no channels. He took videos down. His channels are all there. They're all out there. There's even channels that people don't even know about. There's music channels. He has like a ton of channels. He does have a lot. He might have lost one or two, but he's not banned, in my opinion, from YouTube. All of his channels are there. He privates them and then tells people that they've been taken. They are there.
Are you in love with this shit? Because let me tell you what, in America, when your child goes missing, it doesn't matter how you behave. Doesn't matter. John Kelly, he about, I don't know, this last week, 3, 4, 5 days ago, he released a video and he did a profile on, that situation.
Lady Love, I think that's the channel we're talking about that they unprivated. He was saying that it was taken. The one with all Summerwell's information on it, it wasn't taken. I'll show you. I just got to find it. What is it? Benny Keys 214. Is Innocent in here? Here it is. Here's your channel you're talking about. It's there. Somebody unprivated it for me. We've gone over a ton of the videos on it. A good majority of them. And the one we're watching is Blood Money. And then he got Hitman, the one where he was the arbitrator. That one's not taken.
Oh shit. Hold on for a minute. Let me
That's the channel you're speaking of. It's there. It's been unlocked since what, October? We've gone over a lot of stuff on it. I have a lot in my past interviews. In my past lives. He has a lot of channels. There's probably some taken, but the main one with most of the summer information is not taken. He privated it. Okay, but let's go back to what we were watching. That's not it.
and the thing that he stressed on is that do not judge the wells based upon how you think they look to your eyes. Yeah, AB's a joke. Don't do that, right? Now, what's happening is that if you go to Donald's, and I will say this, Don, man, whatever you got going on over there with the social media is not helpful. Not what it's turned into, buddy. You've got a real melting pot of hate going on in your Facebook commentary right now. You know what, Lizzie? This is the deal.
Hold on, guys. I'm looking for when it was unlocked so we can go back and check and see which channel it is. Ooh-doo-doo-doo-doo. Oh. Damn it. I gotta start all over. I hate that shit. Why don't they just put you back to where you was? Fucking drives me nuts. Mm-mm-mm. There you go. Of them. July 7th, 2024, it was unlocked, and I don't think he meets shit. No, that ain't it wasn't blood money. Hold on. That ain't it. Whatever. This is dumb. They unlocked a channel for me. Yeah, Chris McDonough never got his channel taken out. That was a lie. And the Penny channel's still up, and I believe Penny maybe has access to that channel and Benny doesn't. Hey, little Dev. Who all came in? Rhonda. I didn't even say hi to you guys. Hi, everybody. Tic Tac, be switched. Yes, definitely a lie. His channel was there, just needed unprivated, and somebody unprivated it for me. I went over a ton of them on that channel. You just got to go back and look for it. Scroll down about 6-7 months ago. Okay, for real, let's go back to this other thing we were watching. And I am for real going to shut the fuck up because I don't even know what he's saying. I don't even know what this is about at all. Hold on.
I would bet the ranch on the fact that they'll never know the answer to whether or not she was dead or alive. That's really, I mean, at this stage, it's inconsequential. Consequential. That was important in the beginning, right? But now it's like this is so butchered. I don't know how. I don't know how people fix their fingers in their mouth to call the police and say some wild shit 870 times in a row, and there was not one that was accidentally right. Let me say this: if you've got channels and platforms online that are contributing to the cesspool that's going on in Hawkins County, what the fuck are you doing with your life? What are you doing with your life? Right? It's impossible. You know what? It's impossible to expect empathy. Empathy leaves as soon as you start a YouTube channel. Let me tell you that. For the most part, empathy leaves because people are completely unempathetic when it comes to people's situation online. Now, to get back to the social media, Don and Candace, they went from probably never breaking 10 likes on a post before. Now, whatever they say, it's getting the worldwide attraction, and that is something that I don't have. I know what it's like for the pull from my channel, right? I have the same feeling, right? When you have a lot of bells, whistles, and all the stuff going off, and little flags and numbers and comments, and it's like it's stimulating. I get it, but what Don and them never, us that follow the true crime and moreover the children's sector of that.
Actually, I think it's a really good idea to go over this because thinking back and remembering the night I started going over Benny's lives from that channel, Diana popped in my fucking live for the first time. I ain't never spoken to that bitch a day in my life prior. She was all like, "Oh, I know who unlocked it for you." I'm going to bet it was Benny that unlocked it. Diana definitely did, I think, I'm almost positive, pop into my chat that night. What was you paranoid about, Diana? The fact that this was unlocked, that channel, I don't even know that this is it, was unlocked, for me, tells me, I don't know. It's still mind baffling. But that's when Lady R and Heather became my BFF. That's when Diana came running into my chat Tic Tac, Innocent, Little Dev, y'all were around. You remember? Funny shit.
We know what the families are going to go through before they go through it. We know right now. Let's predict the future. We know right now, in the next 6 months, let's just push it that far out. In the next 6 months, another kid is going to go missing and another family is going to be blamed. That's for sure. We know that for certain, 100%, right? What else do we know? We also know who's going to be in the forefront of making sure that these families stay down in the dumps, right? So 870 times, no one was even accidentally right. Now, I see a trend with these YouTubers, right? These YouTubers, every single thing that they get involved in, you want to know what happens? The actual family says, this is enough. This is enough. Right? This is enough. We all know about the Shanann Watts situation with Frankie and that family. Sure. Okay, so that's called ad hominem. Ad hominem is when Benny makes a great.
Why has that always cracked me up? Ad hominem. I don't know how many times I made fun of him saying that. This is coming back to me a little bit. It's been a while. We've been covering Ziggy.
Great point, and you're like, oh, Benny, you're ugly.
Oh.
Or Benny makes a great.
Hold on. Something else I want to say. Jody Sue did a live the other day and hasn't been live since, and I haven't had a chance to go over it. I only heard a little bit of it, but I heard something in that live that I really, really, really want to show you guys. I don't know where it is, so tomorrow I will clip that and we will listen to it. Okay? Something about skeleton, since Lady Orr's talking about him. Okay.
Point, and you're like, oh, Benny, your ears are big. Or you're like, Benny, you're stupid. Right? That's called ad hominem. Ad hominem means you're attacking someone's character instead of the position they maintain. You can't do nothing with an idiot like that. That's a fucking snake eating its own tail.
You motherfucking ad hominem. God damn it. Maybe that's why I laughed at it so much. Isn't that what you fucking did to me? You bearded fucking Cheeto crusted fool. Ad hominem. He gonna give us the definition. I never even heard of that fucking word before. There you go. That's your new nickname. Ad hominem.
Tail. You don't even need toilet paper for that, because at the end it wipes its own ass and then disintegrates into ash. So, but yeah, the social media, it doesn't matter what happens. Now, I think that I want to err on the side of comedic relief, but I today people were posting things that Candace allegedly was posting, right? A couple of bigger, heavier set folks on top of each other in a bed, and just some weird stuff. If you're looking for that family, everything they do to be weird, right? So I think she's just having fun with you, right? She's not they're not criminally sophisticated in a way that they're going to be able to do all they've done beating the technology, and she goes in and she beats a polygraph machine. Now that's via her own account. There has been no law enforcement account that backs that, but it stands to reason that she's saying she passed the polygraph. There hasn't been any shift in the focus towards them in a way that we would know about it. So it stands to reason that she did not beat the box, but pass the test. There's two ways that you come up clean on a polygraph in America. One is the naysayers will say you beat the machine or you beat the box. That's when you're actually guilty but trick the machine, beat the box, right?
That Filbert would either be he'll be back soon this week or Green Eyes. Hi, either way.
Right? Or you pass the test, and there you go. So as far as YouTube is concerned, this is the funny thing, and I'm at the house now. So this is the funny thing about the YouTube, and I'm going to close with this, guys. And it's not even funny; it's shameful, right? So these YouTubers have jumped on. Let me tell you, there's a gentleman that's in the forefront right now, and I've followed 3 cases that he's followed, and let me tell you what, he has absolutely, just helped evaporate these cases. The last case that we were on, he was actually exposed by the news for his part in bullying someone that was not involved. This is a trend, and I'll be honest with you guys. I started a Facebook channel. It's called Stop Victim Blaming. If you're not a part of that, please think about going on over there and joining. It's
Fuck. I gotta do all that extra work to get into my fucking Facebook. That's because it was hacked a few times. Did you see that? Yeah. Now Facebook forces me to do that shit. Thanks, guys. But, anyways, I'm gonna go look and see if that Facebook group still survived. What did he say the name of it was? Stop Victim Blaming. Huh. Okay.
NBA. It's big leagues. No bullshit allowed. And we just want to focus on disseminating information to people. You want to know how many minds I've changed this week in regards to how they thought and felt about um, how they felt, Monday. They thought this and that and were commenting this and that about Don and Candace. And now here it is Friday, and they've joined a Stop Victim Blaming Facebook page, and they've come around, right? They've done a 180. So that's a beautiful thing, right? Not just one this week, in the range of 80 or 90
You can't make this
interactions I've had. That's just a ballpark. 80 or 90 interactions I've had this week about people who have changed their positioning. And let me tell you what.
There really ain't much more to say. This poor guy's brain. Okay.
I love all of you guys. Now, there's this, there's this desensitization. There you go. When you spend very much time on YouTube. And I'll say this for the most part, that the people on Facebook are very receiving to this message. And so if you're not a part of what I'm trying to put together on Facebook, please go ahead and jump on over there, because I'm going to go with the path of most resistance. And with that means that I'm going to be using the YouTube essentially for what I had designed my channel to do in the beginning, and that was to maintain a position and to not falter or alter from that positioning. And the issue when I started was that I didn't want to deal with Facebook, because I had this assumption already built that what I was dealing with on the Facebook or on the YouTube was going to be reminiscent of what I was going to deal with on the Facebook, because until this week, it's been 3 years since I've dealt with anything on Facebook. So there's been a lot of adjusting to how it works in the mindset. But for the most part, if someone has on Facebook, you can agree to disagree on Facebook. And you don't have to worry about CPS coming to your house. On YouTube, however, it's as soon as you enter the portal of YouTube, it is an ego magnifier, and it plays on me that way too, and I know that, so I don't get caught up in what people say to me anymore, and I I'm going to be doing a lot more of the interaction part, the interacting. I want to do that on the Facebook, because
Dude, I fucking can't. My ribs hurt so fucking bad. Benny, I gotta know, where did you get your education from? That Facebook is so hard, guys. He's had 80 interactions on Facebook. La la. Okay, be nice. Nothing that's gonna get me banned, okay?
just feel like it's integrating the best of both worlds. Well, you know what I mean, Lizzie. At this point, the only safe bet to be a decent human being is to follow this like law enforcement is with that positioning. So, you if you're wrong.
Yeah, Lizzie was very involved around that time, so she could have unlocked that page too. I don't know. I would say it would be one of the three. Okay, just had to throw that in there. He reminded me.
At the end of this, well, then you're wrong on the same side as law enforcement and as technology, right? If a scanner or a helicopter or an FBI agent was tricked, that's pretty good company to be tricked with, right? I'd rather be tricked on the side of that. So I could never be wrong in that respect. But it's not about being wrong, right? The way that I'm thinking is the exact template. You will never see a policeman walk up and start victimizing verbally, and it's went to real life for Don and Candace, but um, um, for a policeman to walk up in their time of need and say, "Oh, you look like you're on benzos, and you got caught with a gun when you weren't supposed to have it, and you had this and you had that." Well, guess what? Even if it was 24 seconds before little Summer went missing, you know what? There's nothing Don or Candace could do that would warrant someone taking that child away from them. I don't care if they never paid a fucking dime in taxes. They rip off everybody that they know. They front dope from every dope dealer. I don't know what the fuck they do. But all of that, you could sell your soul to the devil, and that doesn't give someone the right to take your child. And that doesn't give someone else the right to blame you. Yes, they're being just. Now, let me tell you this in closing. Now, I've heard and read a lot of shit with my own eyes. Oh, Don and Candace are dumbasses. They're retarded. They're this or that. Well, guess what? Right now, today, they're innocent. So you know how dumb you look? Guess what? Even if it was 24 seconds before Little Summer went missing, you know what? There's nothing Don or Candace could do that would warrant someone taking that child away from them. I don't care if they never paid a fucking dime in taxes. They rip off everybody that they know. They front dope from every dope dealer. I don't know what the fuck they do. But all of that, you could sell your soul to the devil, and that doesn't give someone the right to take your child. And that doesn't give someone else the right to blame you.
The blame you part, I don't quite understand, but I'm taking it as what he's saying is no matter what criminal history Dawn and Candace has, it doesn't give somebody a right to take their child. And I agree with that sentiment, and I agree with that sentiment in any case. So I'm going to stick up for him there. Okay.
Yes, they're being just. Now, let me tell you this in closing. Now, I've heard and read a lot of shit with my own eyes. Oh, Don and Candace are dumbasses. They're retarded. They're this or that. Well, guess what? Right now, today, they're innocent. So you know how dumb you look doing what you do online against people that the police are not arresting today. You know how fucking stupid you look? Bam, just like that. Now, guess what? The way that there's a split in this community, it makes my work simple. And let me tell you why. No, you're right. I'm sorry for that. Let me tell you why it makes my work so easy. And this is the reason. Because I don't have to work through and navigate all the people that cloak themselves like they're good people and actually they're bad. Because on YouTube, there is no wolf in sheep clothing. If you're a wolf, you're just a wolf. You could never get these people to have couth. You could never get these people to even try to run game. You could never get these people to act like, at the very least, act like they're not going to victim bash. See, let me tell you, if you acted real nice and you had a big platform, you could just pull a seat right up next to Don and Candace, right? And then you could start doing what the news does with them and get the information firsthand, and you don't have to spin a web to try to catch some shit. It'll be told to you from the horse's mouth. But no, because your ego is intact fully, it makes you feel better to attack these people and spin whatever your fantastical mind can make up today. You're like a kid waiting for the toy and a Happy Meal. And then there's that look of when you die inside, because you're a little boy and they gave you a girl toy, or because they just didn't give you a toy, or because you already got that toy last week. Those are the kind of letdowns that children have. And that's what we're looking at right here, right? There is no reason for that. You're right, Falling. It's all about the money. Guess what? You do all this slanderous shit to get all these fucking pay pools, these cash apps, these super chats, and you know what they do with it? They got to slander and beat up the fucking Wells family, and the fucking West family, and the Gernon family, and the Sherrod family. And you know what they do with that money? They buy their Xanaxes, and they buy their booze, and they buy their machines to grow their pot. That's what they do with the money they make from the suffering off of people off of YouTube. That's what they do. They're not staffing an organization to help kids. They are one-man bands that band together with other fuckheads to try to swindle old people alike, young people alike, out of their money. There's people on these fucking platforms donating money that are picking between getting their gout medicine or thinking that this money's going to pay for some soil samples, or this money's going to pay for a Cash Gernon funeral. Man, y'all people ain't shit. No, Dina, you...
See, I sort of disagree, though, guys. And I'm not saying that because I'm trying to stick up for Benny, but this is what I'm talking about. There was a change. After he went to Tennessee in December, he came back different. And I've showed that in my other lives. He really did stick up for the Wells, I believe. And he had this conversation with Tim, I believe, on the phone. Tim was like, hey, money. I mean, this is just my guess. Because Benny did work for Tim. Benny brought the Give Hope people in. It's in the videos that I believe he unlocked, that I showed in past lives. Benny did favors for Tim. And I don't think he meant to do them in a bad way. I think it just got, it's just my opinion. I'm speculating based on what I seen. Yes, flipped. I truly believe Benny meant a lot of this shit he was saying, which is part of the reason why I followed him. I agree. I have reservations about Dawn and Candace, but in America, you're innocent until proven guilty. I don't know what changed. There was a fucking change. And it was extremely noticeable. Just my opinion. What did you do, Benny? Is he going to come out and tell us? Did they maybe make a deal with him? Is he going to stay behind the scenes? Because you hear Ziggy, to me, it sounded like a threat. She was saying, oh, I heard Tiffany can't come out here and talk. It's just fucking weird to me. I don't know. And the same goes for Tiffany, too, the one who would never stop talking about Summer. The whole channel's Summer. Even though she don't like me, I appreciate how she came out and she showed shit for Summer. She played that really pretty song, which I think is a fucking crock of shit right now. Just my opinion. I really feel Tiffany had Summer's best interest at heart at the beginning. They didn't like each other, but I liked following both of them because of that. And I really feel there's something else with this. I don't know what it is. They know what it is. I don't know, man. I hope they come out here and they answer to a lot of it and they're truthful. And I hope that, man, I don't even know what I hope for. I don't even know if I could ever trust anybody on this motherfucker. Just know I'm ready to attack if you bitches attack me. I don't think that's going to be the case, though. I truly believe Benny unlocked this channel for me. Well, not this. I don't know which channel it was, but you guys know. All right.
You want to know why they do so much picking? Is because when you look at their life, it is actually a toilet bowl. Look at them, all of them. Fuck, one guy, you don't even know what he looks like. Because it's real fucking easy in the house of the devil to throw a stone and hide your hand. Fuck you, me.
There was a few times I can see where the change took place, but the big one for me was the Tim Mullins phone call. And the fact that he kept bringing that out and bringing that out and bringing that out and bringing that out in the Candace phone call. The fact that he kept bringing those out and trying to push it out there. For me, that might be where the real turning point was. Something happened behind the scenes. And if you go back and listen in some of my lives, you hear that there was a situation with the PIs and Penny. I don't know which one it was or we'd listened to it. And that was so long ago, guys. So many lives ago. All right.
Hi. Hey, Casey. How you doing? Oh, boy. Hold on, Casey. Hey, chicken head. How's everyone doing this afternoon? So, I wanted to.
And then for my in my opinion, Tic Tac, I believe there's a reason for that. I don't know what that reason is. But like I said, it all happened after the Tim Mullins shit. There was some weird shit that happened. I'll find that. We'll go over it again tomorrow. Or maybe if Benny comes back tomorrow, because I fucking really don't know what day he comes back. But when he comes back, maybe if he comes back, he would like to sit on a live with me and we can go over all of that. Like, I really mean no hard feelings. This dude tried to have me fucking, my whole life fucking taken away. For what reason, I don't know. But at the same time, in my opinion, he told me he didn't know what was going on. It's fucking weird. Tiffany attacks everybody. Why isn't she on her channel fucking attacking me? I don't know what's going on here, but I think Benny and Tiffany hold more keys than any of us fucking know. That's my opinion. Yeah, I don't know, Hush. Trust me, Tiffany's not one to not attack. The bitch fucking accused me of fucking killing my baby niece. I don't get it. In my opinion, there's a reason for that. All right. So I'm going to give Benny the benefit of a doubt till he comes back, no matter how I feel about him. We need answers for Summer, and he needs to come out here and tell us exactly what it is he's been through. Unless he doesn't need to come out here, then he needs to stay the fuck away.
Just jump on. How you doing, Slink? Well, hit me up when we're done with this, if you want to, Casey. Hey, Pretty Wicked. So, first of all, for anyone that has just found me from this case, hey, Shannon. For anyone that's found me, this is kind of what I do. I'm just a meat puppet. You know, tragedies happen in people's lives, and I jump in the middle. I get in between. Hey, Angela. I jump in between, and then they start to focus on me, and you know, anything they can pull up or anything they can, you know, manifest in their minds. Yeah, I don't go live very often. I do when I go away from the house, just because, I don't know, I like to chat and drive. Anyhow, I was told by someone that lives out in that area that they actually have a truck at the local police department there, I guess back behind. And it fits that description. I don't know anything more about it, you know, nor does that person. So, hey guys, I'm sorry about the, anyway, sorry about the chat. For one, when I follow it, even when I'm not driving, it is I just play hell trying to keep the train of thought, because I want to answer everyone's questions, and, you know, to the best I can. So this one, if you have a particular question that lingers and maybe I can help, go ahead and comment it in the comment section of this video, and we'll get to it. I specifically wanted to talk just for a moment about the trolling the family. Now, a lot of you know that I'm a world-class troll. You just farted. Nice. Don't do that again. We're being serious in here, bro. Don't do that again. So, somebody created a channel of some sort. I don't know exactly where. And Mr. Wells, in the name of Mr. Wells, and put a video on there that was, I guess, controversial enough that by what Mr. Wells says, that the law enforcement, they went and did a bunch of scuba stuff that day in the name of that video. And I thought that was pretty rich, you know, pretty rich that someone would come on and waste a resource like that. Now, to the ones that are just kind of dipping your toes in to the missing kids sector of YouTube, the true crime, I don't know how many of you are or you aren't, but if you're new to this, you have a decision to make. Do you want to hang around and be a basher, or are you going to be, you know, one of the people that stands in the gap for these other folks? You know what would be great is if the world was inherently good, that the 60s, the 70s, the 80s, it was probably like that, more like that, you know. So we've lost the nostalgia, right? Essentially, we've lost nostalgia. These young kids today, you know, some of them will never handle an actual photograph, and certainly generations to come won't. Everything is, you know, their whole life will be digital. There'll be nothing tangible that they could have held on to. So essentially, when, you know, a child or someone from this generation and beyond, you know, loses their phone with all their pictures, it doesn't bother them because they don't have that sense of nostalgia, you know, that a lot of us get. That analog feel, right? That real analog feel, and that's gone. But I guess we're over 900 tips now. Not a credible one. I do want to talk just a moment about. I have a line to the Wells, and I just think that right now, you know, clearly they're talking enough other places that I don't want to just jump on the bandwagon and be one of those, you know, channels and platforms that, you know, victim hop. I'm not into that. In the event that Donald and Candace want to speak to me, they can. Speak through me. They can. So I don't know that you guys could expect to hear from Don and Candace on my channel. I know that we did the Monica Sherrod stuff, Cash Birdie case, and just an update on her, guys. Monica she's doing better, but quite naturally she's really, you know, she's missing the focus. So enough about that. But anyways, you know, I heard a lot of things from the church guy there. I don't want to say their names. I said it wrong the other day, or yet earlier today, whatever. I said it wrong because if I say it wrong, everyone knows what I'm talking about. But if you say it wrong, they can't snatch your channel down. So we'll just, we know who we're the funeral man, right? The funeral man. He came on and he said some stuff about this red truck. And like I told you before, he prefaced this shit. Moderators, if you see anything out of pocket, just, you know what to do. Ain't no second chances today. We're all grown. You're in here talking crazy and other shit, man, we'll just remove you. You got time for that shit, right? Hold on, let me give you some iron, sweetheart. You got some iron. Now, you see some people playing. Hey, what's up, G-Dog? You see some people playing. Just go on ahead and put that iron across their head. I know you will, G-Dog. Hey, I'm just passing out bullets. It's up to y'all how you use it. Hey. Yes, we do. And you are one of them. Yeah, so much hate. Now, for fuck's sake, the hate. I could never hate somebody the way these people are hating Donald, and I've never met the man. Like, what the hell has Donald done to me? Like, nothing. So he will always have my support, Candace as well, until the damn police go. If in the event they do that, I'm certainly for the victim, right? Now, the ego, I've spoke on this before, the ego is such a huge part of making that decision to have a channel or not. Let me just say it there. The ego is what holds people back or thrusts them forward to make a channel. You're either cool with it or you're not cool with it. You know, you either don't have a problem putting yourself out there, or you do. It's up to the individual, right? But there are a ton of people that have made the decision to start a channel that should not. Now, you know, a lot of people say, "Oh, Danny, you got a small channel." Guess what? We're really active over here, right? We're really active. We see a great majority of our audience that are subscribed. We see them. We don't have 100,000 subscribers, and you know, we've got, you know, 100 or 1,000 watching something, right? We play around with the larger percentages of our channel, right? It's our channel, right? So, you know, the hate, it's, you know, it's so real, right? But you also got to understand the power of clout. Clout is such a dangerous thing, right? Clout has you doing a lot of different shit that, you know, you ordinarily wouldn't, or maybe you ordinarily would. I don't know, but you know, clout's kind of like being drunk. When you're drunk, you're more apt to do things that you wouldn't do, you know, if you weren't so uninhibited, right? Quality over quantity, all the way, you know. But so I actually was trying to be cute with doing some math yesterday, and I went to Reddit with it, right? And you know, Reddit's better than all of us over here on YouTube. Okay? Reddit's like really serious, right? Somebody did the math, and I was way off. I was just doing a real boiled down, you know, just a boiled down. Bro, I was so off. I was off by thousands, and it made it that much more real. Pardon me, guys. Some of you know that I smoke cigarettes. Some of you don't know. I like to have a cigarette when I'm talking deep, so I've been trying to curb it. You know what I mean? And so here we go. But this is what happens. People from Hawkins County, if there's ever, now listen, let me just give you a scenario real quick, right? Say they find a person of interest, right? Really, and I don't want to give a crook any ideas, but at this point in time, you know, those fucking police will believe anything, right? I mean, they are baited. Them police are ready, right? And so it's not going to be hard in this, in the prosecutorial climate that they have there. It is not going to be hard to make a prosecutorial mistake. You have people who are absolutely saturating online with just the wildest shit, right? I have seen somebody post in some of these groups on Facebook. They actually posted a nasty kitchen, and when I was looking at it, I was like, oh my God. And I clicked the comments, and you go down through there, there's just a ton of people saying, this needs to be removed. This isn't even their kitchen. Like, we've seen their kitchen. That's not their kitchen. And I just don't know what's in the spirit of some human beings to do that. Right? Like, what's in the spirit of people to do that? How can you, well, this is the other thing. You know, we do live in America or around the world where we've had this pandemic, and we've become more comfortable with, you know, not seeing people's faces. Well, I am big time on eye contact and looking at people's faces when they talk to me and yada, yada, yada. And let me tell you what, I just can't take somebody seriously that I can't look in the eyes, because right here is going to tell you all you need to know, right? So meanwhile, if I can't see your face, I can't put any weight in anything you say. Now, let me tell you this. Most of the ones that don't show on that bullshit anyway, right? Like, so you have to consider the source, right? Now, to those that are new to this or that haven't taken the track with some of these people that are involved in YouTube right now, I've trekked with these people on a few cases now. This is what they do. They make money off the case. They misappropriate the funds. They use the money for things other than what it was raised.
Do you see the change? What's the date on this? So the things I'm calling out right now on July 12th, coming out of the other case, he's calling out the things I'm calling out right now. Do you see what I'm talking about? This is the exact video that made me feel the way I feel. There was a change.
For, there's a ton of victim bashing, and then what you'll see is these same people take a case just as earthly far as it could go in the negative realm, and then right about that time, another kid goes missing. Another kid goes missing, and another sucker is born, right? Another sucker, because let me tell you how it works. You may not even give a fuck about any of those other nasty channels. But the way ego plays into this deal is like this. You might come over to my channel and comment some fucked up shit. And then I may block your stupid ass. And then you would quite naturally end up on the channels that's full of all the other motherfuckers that don't like Vinny because Vinny doesn't even entertain conversation that is in the realm of victim bashing, right? So then you find all of these fucking idiots all over on one place. And guess what? They don't all subscribe to the same way of thinking in regards to this case. But where they do subscribe to the same way of thinking is hating me. Why do they hate me? Because I'm the one that speaks out and against about what they're doing, and I make it wrong. Without me and some other selective channels, these people would be able to go on with impunity. Impunity. They'd be able to go on and on and on and on and on. Right? Right? Let me tell you this, guys. I also do this every now and then when there's a bunch of bullshit going on, right? Let me tell you this. If you're not familiar with how to report a video, when you're looking at the video, you're going to see, you're going to start hitting buttons. It's going to say report. And you're going to go in there, and they've got a new titling now, and it is called cyber bullying. Okay? We need you to report every video that looks like cyberbullying or that looks like harassment or that looks like spam or a misleading agenda. No, they would not know the truth. No. That's it, because this is the deal. As soon as they get the truth, and the truth isn't as spectacular as the the bullshit they got going. I won't even try to make it sound fancy. When the truth comes out, or the truth never comes out.
That's a question I have, Vibes. If you notice, Benny hated Enchanted Life Path for so long. Then all of a sudden, Enchanted's, in my opinion, in Benny's chat doing what Lady R does. It's fucking weird, man. I don't know. I don't care if you people call me crazy no more. I don't know how people don't notice the shit I notice.
You got ego in the way. Ego's in the fucking way right now. Ego has these people, they don't care about what happens this summer, only so as they minimalize how wrong they are. They rather be wrong instead of wronger or wrongest. Right? Because there's levels to this shit. That is levels to this shit. Let me tell you what they do. They band together so as they feel strong enough to continue pushing out the viciousness, which takes absolutely no intelligence to put into action. You don't have to be smart to be vicious, right? You could have one brain cell and that one be committed to viciousness.
Yeah, I think they're mates now, or were, before he went to jail and got put on this ban, but I don't think they were always mates. I just don't. The money, man. I'm telling you. It all comes down to that Hope Foundation here in Butler. Because Enchanted Life Path was going after them, and Benny changed. Like, that's the change. There's a change right there. Share. I don't know.
But they can't do it alone. I don't band together with anybody. The last time I banded together with somebody, we both had some soul searching going on, and it's still going on right now, right? So, well, you, so yeah, guys.
Here's the thing, guys. There are so many creators I want to come out here and say things that I want to make accusations against. There are so many more thoughts in my mind. Okay, I've hinted to all of them at one point or another. However, for me to do that, I would lose my channel. They would attack me, things like that. Like, you guys got to just really try to put things together when I put things out there. Because there's a few that I have. YouTube's such a fucking dangerous place. How is the world so fucking blind to it? I don't get it. Like, I never, coming into Summer's case, would have thought the things I think today. The thing is that you can't quite put it together if you're not on the inside. Benny was on the inside. Like, he knows shit. The arbitrator. He said it. Dude, I don't know if that dude's crazy, but I know he's another one into the stock market. Go look at some of his videos. You want to know how I put together who's all in it? And I'll tell you now, y'all are fucking dumb as fuck. You share your screen, and at the top of your screen is all your stock market shit. Do you know that? All your tabs. You show everybody your tabs. Penny's done it. AB's done it. So many. And when the tabs are showing, the money flows. That's when QWERTY comes in. Go back and watch old lives. If they delete them, there's clips. Remember one where you seen a screenshot like that and look at it. I'm telling you, they're up to something. And I don't give a fuck if I'm out here saying it. I wouldn't have dug so motherfucking deep had you motherfuckers just left me the fuck alone. In my opinion, my court cases are over, and if there's another one, we'll deal with it the same motherfucking way. Some people might be able to be redeemed, Benny. Come out here and tell the truth.
Another great piece of advice, right? The devil is alive, and he's a lie too, right? He's all in these comments all over. He's all in these comments all over. And while you think you're just playing around on YouTube, what you're doing is exposing your soul to the type of sorcery and witchcraft that can go on here. What's up, B? Right? You've got psychics on here telling you to pray. You've got this and that. I watched a slow.
That's the other thing. Even though Benny, Tiffany, and I don't like each other, I have always been on the same wavelength of them with the psychic shit. Benny really came out here going after them psychics. Tiffany sort of did too, in her own sort of way, but it wasn't the same. And Dawn and Candace too. Like I'm telling you, all this shit fucking goes together in some fucking way. I don't give a fuck. Put a straight jacket on my ass. Call them people to come fucking look at me. That's what I mean. That's my kind of crazy, Ziggy. I'll go into the depths to look at something, whereas you'll marry the fucking suspect. Fucking idiot. Okay.
Bella video this morning, and she was, I don't know. The feeling that I got from her was as if, if I thought back a week ago to when she made that video, I knew all the same things already that she said in her video. Like, she was saying stuff like it, like it was coming to her, but that shit had already been in the news. Right? Like, hey, Trinity. Like, what? Come on, man. She's like, I'm seeing a red truck and I'm seeing, and I'm like, because the police in the fucking news already showed us the red truck. Then let me tell you what happened. ODB or DD, sorry, not Harry Brown. Man, Dotson, man. This fool came on this bitch and said some old dumb shit. Thank you for becoming a member, and came on this bitch and said some old dumb shit about this fucking truck. Then Don goes on Justice for Jay and says, man, no, that ain't the truck. Hold on, I got to get my medicine right.
And you know how I said there's creators I really don't want to be talking about? Right after she comes in the chat and they start talking, who does he mention? Whose channel was she on under a different raincoat? Keep your ears open. I won't name them. I'm just pointing out other people's words. Who did Don do his first interview with? Who's best friends with Cher? I'll leave it at that.
Wait, give me 1 minute for real. Now, I was inside thinking, my mind is always at work. Don't you know what happens, right? What happens now is that when Summer's case draws to a close, that doesn't mean the kind of work that I want to do or that I am doing stops, right? Because it's all over. And while you think you're just playing around on YouTube, what you're doing is exposing your soul to the type of sorcery and witchcraft that can go on here. What's up, B? Right? You've got psychics on here telling you to pray. You've got this and that. I watched a Sloan Bella video this morning, and she was, I don't know. The feeling that I got from her was as if, if I thought back a week ago to when she made that video, I knew all the same things already that she said in her video. Like, she was saying stuff like it was coming to her, but that shit had already been in the news. Right? Like, hey, Trinity. Like, what? Come on, man. She's like, I'm seeing a red truck and I'm seeing, and I'm like, because the police in the fucking news already showed us the red truck. Then let me tell you what happened. ODB or DD, sorry, not Darian Brown. Man, Dotson, man. This fool came on this bitch and said some old dumb shit. Thank you for becoming a member, and came on this bitch and said some old dumb shit about this fucking truck. Then Don goes on Justice for Jay and says, man, no, that ain't the truck. Hold on, I got to get my medicine right quick. Give me 1 minute for real. Oi! Shannon, thank you for becoming a member. All right, I'm back, guys. Now, I was inside thinking, my mind is always at work. Don't you know what happens, right? What happens now is that when Summer's case draws to a close, that doesn't mean the kind of work that I want to do or that I am doing stops, right? Because what you have to do after there's a conclusion of some sort on this case, what you have to do is start working to indoctrinate everyone to know that, hey, just like when you go into public, you worry about fucking active shooters and, you worry about new things in the new world, right? So now you have to know that if you're involved in a tragedy and it hits the fucking YouTube waves, don't say shit. Don't say anything. Don't come on here and try to plead your point. Don't come on here and try to shake it off or get the haters off of you or any of that shit. Don't do it, right? Like, we have a mission to make sure that people know, right, that victim blaming in America is real, right? It's just like, you know what? They say racism is an American problem. I believe it is. Racism is an American problem. But guess what? Victim bashing is an international problem, because I see creators from Canada. I see creators from the UK, all Australia, all over the fucking world that are out here doing the best victim bashing of all. So that, the international community is not immune to those issues. I've heard that. I have heard that, Lizzie. And I don't know. I'm fired up again, man. I don't know nothing about the lady. I know that she covered some stuff on the Orrin and Orson West case, and I just didn't like I didn't like it, right? Like, so the issue for me is the people that you know, that resonate and resound with psychics is that I feel like I understand it the way that the believers believe it, right? And the way I understand it is that because it's coming from a spiritual force, that spiritual force's level of truth would be hard to reckon with if you were of the flesh, right? Like, who are you to argue with an apparition, right?
Stop that, Benny. Stop the high talk. It gotta quit. This is now the second video. Come out here and be real, dude. Please. There's no fucking apparitions. We get it. You know big words. But I absolutely understand what you're saying. What I don't understand is why just weeks after this you sat on that panel. You done already knew shit. You made it like it was the first time and it wasn't. So that would be question 1 for you when you come back. She's still your sister? There's something wrong there. What is it?
Like, I don't know. Like, that and tries to ask me to pray for it. I don't understand it. I just don't understand that ideology. Now, do I think that there's a power that exists like that? I do. I think there is. But I also think that it's dangerous to handle that because the side effect of handling that type of sorcery is not anywhere. I don't want to be next to that. Anyone else? All I'm saying is for me, I don't want to get next to sorcery. That's all. So, you know, I just, you know, I've oftentimes wondered, what does it sound like when someone that follows a psychic or a psychic themselves calls in and says they have a tip? Do they automatically identify themselves as, you know, someone with that type of power? Or do they cloak themselves and slide in like they're regular general public, like they have good, you know, they've got good, hardcore, hard, cold eyewitness account, which we also know that historically the eyewitness account is miserably inconsistent with what, you know, the end all. So, you know, just a few tidbits of information. And yes, the statistics, they play into every single abduction. You know, majority of the time, yes, it is a family abduction of some sort. But we've you know, been on this one, what is it, 26 days now or whatever, and so all of those sort of you know, tips and leads or whatever, they've been looked at. You know, so where does it go from here? You know, I don't know. I do know that it is growing toward, you know, after 30 days, the statistics, I mean, after 3 hours of being missing, the statistics start to plummet. After 30 days, after 90 days, and then you start looking at cold case statistics. You know, how often is the cold case closed out with the type of disposition that we want? Like 2% of it's my wife's lunch, and she's beckoning me, so I'm not going to make her wait. I love you guys. Just some food for thought, things to remember, and I'll talk to you later. Remember, guys, the absence of evidence is not the evidence of
might have been Donna, but I don't think that it was. He came out, in my opinion, attacking Cher. Didn't like what she was saying to the Wells. And then all of a sudden they're buddy-buddy. And he's on her panel pretending like he's just meeting the Wells for the very first fucking time. It was so fucking weird. Like, I don't even know how to explain it, and I swear there's some videos missing from all of this. And another one that did that sort of same fucking thing would be Chasing. Isn't that correct? So then Benny comes out attacking Chasing, but Chasing and Cher are still buddy buddies, and so is Benny and Cher. Make it make sense. Like I said, I've been able to sit back and watch a lot of fucking shit. That's what I want to know. If that's the way you felt, Benny, then why did you go sit at her table? Do you see how in July of 2021, when he started covering this, how different his thought perception was? That's what I mean by there was a change. Which one did we just watch? That one.
You don't have the arrow. Tails trip. Tails trip. Maybe everybody's.
And something I want to throw in there is Squall felt the same way. Benny and Squall were buddy buddies. Squall couldn't stand Cher. Keep that in mind.
Busy? I don't know. Maybe this is short one. I'll tell you that much. All the time. So, how is everybody this evening? How is everybody? Thumbs up if you're okay, maybe? I don't ask nobody for no money. Man, give me some thumbs ups. Man, thank you. I see one more. So, oh shit, it's the wrong lane. Thank you guys. Appreciate everybody being adult like this. You know, over where we're at. It's a lot of positivity. Hey, Truth Seeker, how are you? I'm well. Thank you for asking. Just for anybody who's like, oh man, he started a Facebook group and then he bounced on it. No, I think that probably a lot of people.
I guess we got our answer. I don't gotta go look. He bounced on it. The Facebook group's gone 2 videos later. All right, guys, back to it. Sorry, I had a laugh at that. I was actually gonna go search for it. I'm glad I didn't.
Actually, right now, if you're posting an opposite agenda other than the Bash Candace and the Bash Don stuff online in these groups, they're striking you out of it. But the way they're doing it is so that you can't
I bet you Squall set his Facebook group up. How much you want to fucking bet? I bet you Squall set his Facebook up because that bitch got like 50,000 of them. No fucking shitting. Or Tim, but I'm betting it was Squall. He's like, yeah, I bounced on it. Okay.
You can't post in any other groups, right? So I can't even post in my own group because someone doesn't like what I've posted in another group. So I guess that's part of it, you know, it's part of it. So I got a interesting tidbit of information regarding. Hold on, I'm gonna look you guys up. Sorry, I know that I always do that. Hey, little B, what's happening now? So there was a piece of, well, it was just a comment on Facebook. DC, good to see you, sweetheart. How are you? Thank you for the emails and stuff. I'm terrible at emails, man. I'm just so terrible at emails. And I'm terrible at text too. It's really bad. But it's like there's so much going on all the time that a lot of times I will start to type a text, or I will be typing a text, and then something else will, and then I'll have like 5 texts that, you know, I never finished or sent out. So I apologize about that part of it. But I do want to comment on a couple of few different things here while I've got everyone's attention. Who do we have there? Hey, Honest Rage. So there was some stuff that came out. I'm guessing it was last night or it was earlier today. And I have an awesome teammate, and I don't want to. I have a lot of awesome teammates, but this one, she found the information about this Miss Stevens. This Miss Stevens, I don't know anything about it, but at some point today, that lady released some sort of statement or commented somewhere else. I don't know the particulars, but she's alleging that someone hacked her account. Hey, eyes open. Allegedly, someone hacked her account and went on there and said all of those things about H and S. You know, it is what it is, I guess, normally when it doesn't affect someone's life. Not for a moment. I believe that she was, unbeknownst to her and unaware of how I found it disconcerting. I really did. I found it very disconcerting that, who was that? Hey, Trinity, that there's so many discrepancies. You know, I watched a video today from a gentleman thinks that S or that H and C were away from the water when something happened in the water, and then his contention is that potentially that some of Grandma's medicine may have been used in the play for whatever ailment she had. This gentleman, he thinks that she jumped in the water or something to that effect and hit her head. So he's spinning a theory that this young man Hunter potentially made while
Watch this video be important, but I can't. They're blue. My eyes are up here, not down there. I can't listen to this video. It's stopping every 2 fucking seconds. How about if we just chat for a little bit? I'm gonna get off of here soon. Hubby gets off work. I'm sure it was. I couldn't even understand what he was saying. So, what do you think? Do you think Benny will come back and do the right thing, or do you think he's going to come back and still be the crusty Cheeto beard clown fucking asshole he is? See? That works. I just think maybe we should give him a chance. One little one. And just know I'm not dumb. And I can smell a bullshitter a mile fucking way. If you're being fake with me, I'll know. If you're coming back. I don't know what the situation is because Ziggy's over there like, I heard him and Tiffany ain't coming back. Where the fuck you hear that, Ziggy? Who told you that? Tiffany, I'd like to know a hell of a lot more about your relationship with Diana and why you hid that video. I think that's important. Like, in all serious, if y'all care about Summer or anything that happened to her, you'll just be truthful. I don't care if you hate me, make fun of me, fucking call me names, tell me I fucking unalived people. This is about Summer and other people like her so that it doesn't go forward. You all know some shit went the fuck down, in my opinion. I don't know what that shit was, but I think you need to come out with it. Linda ain't all that fucking scary. Little bit. With her fucking lawsuits and her playing of fucking games. Most of these lawsuits are frivolous, and if you have information, even if not to bring it to fucking YouTube, take it to the TBI. Something happened here. I seriously want to know, out of what we watched tonight, why do you talk shit and then go sit and eat at that table? Benny. I care, innocent. Because to be truthful with you, I really think that a lot of this money shit could lead to answers for Summer. I don't understand the twister giving Nita money for her car, meeting with Chase, Diana sending money to Chase, yet searching in the woods with the PI. I don't understand that. And I think we have a right to question that. In my opinion. Many, many games. I don't know. We'll see. I'm trying to hold his feet to the fire. Benny had them connections with the PI. Something happened. I'm telling you, I played it. I'll have to go back and look for that live or that my live. I'll look for it and I'll play it again. It was actually the phone call. Oh, I have that. We could find that where Benny's talking to either Candace. Somebody's in the background fucking laughing, sitting on the floor in front of him, in front of the phone that he's recording from. And he's sitting there like, man, I'm going to find that. We're going to go over the phone call tomorrow. That's exactly what we're going to do. Again, we're going to beat that one to the end of the fucking day because it's been played so many times by so many people and nobody ever picked up that there was a fight between Penny and the PI. Then Benny comes back out here. He's attacking Penny later after becoming her best friend. Like, the shit just don't make fucking sense. Attacking, chasing, but eating at the same table that she does with people she eats at the table with. Make it make sense, Benny. Who's honest? Who's honest rage? I think that's important. Why did you have those feelings about For Justice J prior? Because my feelings are based off of that. Oh, and the fact that I actually used to love her fucking channel till I started going over to watch the fucking high school shooter, what's his face, from down Florida. And Scott's in there sucking her right titty in every live. Make it make sense. Go figure. Let me guess, she's fucking psychic. All right. Let me shut my big fucking mouth with my fucking thoughts tonight. I'll see you guys hopefully tomorrow. I don't know what the day's going to bring. My days get busy. I don't know. I'm still wide awake like you guys don't understand. I slept till so late. Maybe I'll be back again to go over more Benny stuff. Maybe I'll go grab that phone call. And after the husband goes to sleep, it's only 4. Fuck. I'll probably be back later. Because I want to go over as much of this as I can and think of as many questions as I can. My takeaway today is why talk about them and then sit at the table with them. All right, guys. See you later. Yeah, I uploaded it. Somebody, I think it was you, told me in the chat, in my comments. I uploaded it. I have it. I'll check it out for sure. All right, guys. Bye.